to all our friends abroad who are working for justice, for the defense of our civil and political liberties in the Philippines. This is a time again when the international support that you have manifested so tellingly during the dark days of martial law is to be summoned all over again, because we are seeing a reprise of that period. I happen to be a particular victim of these manipulations of truth, the distortion of facts, and the uh, uh, utilization of perjured statements and fabricated incidents to pin me down on alleged crimes of murder and rebellion over the last 20 or more years ago. Um, I am now supposedly a subject of a warrant of arrest issued by a judge in a far-flung area 146 kilometers away from the main city of Ormoc in Leyte, where the provincial fiscal had deemed it um, necessary as a form of harassment, I think, to file a case against me, who reside in the national in Manila, and who is engaged in the midst of a campaign for my party's return to Congress to the party list elections on May 14, 2007. An alleged multiple murder case that happened more than 20 years ago, 22, 23 years ago, which in Philippine jurisprudence, and I think even in international jurisprudence, would be deemed to have already prescribed, and uh, the case should be outrightly rejected. But somehow the Department of Justice, through the manipulations of the armed forces and the national police, have been able to come up with alleged eyewitnesses, that I, in 1984 and 1985, at the time I was in military detention, had come all the way to southern Leyte, acting allegedly in representation of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Philippines, and ordered a purge of respected spies of the government within the ranks of the revolutionary forces. When this matter was initially brought up into the public in August 2006 by the Armed Forces Chief of Staff, Hermogenes Esperon Jr., I immediately made a public statement that it couldn't be possible, because at that time I was in military detention. Somehow, after the information was filed and I was given a copy of the sworn affidavits of 3 supposed witnesses alleging that in 1984 I came to Leyte and did that particular gave that particular message or order to the New People's Army. I submitted a very extensive counter affidavit refuting the allegation and providing documentary evidence. Despite that, we were surprised why sometime last week an arrest order was issued by the regional trial court judge in Ilonggo's Leyte on an information that was submitted without our knowing about it. After we received the complete documents from the court, we found out that the original affidavits of the three supposed witnesses alleging that I came to Leyte in the latter part of 1984 had changed the dates to correspond to the fact that I mentioned that I freed myself from military detention in May 1985. So they changed the allegation that I was in Leyte in June 1985. That is a patent fabrication. Granted that I was already out of detention, it is physically impossible and even politically unacceptable that I would immediately be recognized as a leader of the Communist Party, that I would be in full knowledge of what was happening, as to be able personally to issue an order. I was out of the revolutionary movement for more than 9 years, cut off while I was in military detention. So it is improbable that that authority would be reposed to me, and strangely, why I would choose a far-flung area in Leyte to call for a purge when the armed revolutionary movement is operating in more areas than just town in Leyte. This, in a few days, I will be going to the Supreme Court to challenge this arrest warrant, to seek rectification through a mandamus by the court to stop the proceedings, and for the Department of Justice of the court to rectify the violation of my right to due process.